forget just about the lane because it's whatever, but into the comp. Poppy, a monster pick here for Broken Blade as G2 look to keep themselves alive. Dagged a bit of scaling here as well. They now have a front line, and as well with the Aftershock, there's good damage here. Maybe a dive. Do you think they can dive this?
Upset has no mana, same with Lost, but I don't really think you can, but they're going to desperately try here. Skewmont has made his way to bot side. He didn't actually reset. Razork showing.
Smart pathing here. There's a Shrine out for a bit of HP. G2 have to buy time, but Lostman flashes in. Great gank, great dive, but Lostman dies in the process. First blood goes over to Razork. A 1-for-1 as Han Summons the one who picked up the kill even in death. And Skewmont looks for the kill, now turns to Upset. 3 Talon strike on Upset. No, doesn't complete. Deadly Flourish dodged away from a 1-for-1, but Upset gets to hit the wave. Now with that flash burn, he's able to just take the Dragon, set up the first of this game. And with bot being so precarious, a really nice start to G2. And Skewmont will be level 6 soon as well. And we'll see. We'll absolutely miss.
I don't know what force field is around Caps, but I need one of them for my solo queue games.
Yeah.
Because nothing is hitting that man.
Oh no, we're
but
doing
does
this
Skewmont
again.
have the same?
Razork coming in, he still has his ulti up and available. Skewmont gets a 3 Talon strike, Wind becomes lightning over the wall. The blue is taken away by Razork this time. Stretch line, but numbers mismatched. G2 had the advantage. Teleport's going to come in from Bloody, but he just uses ulti. Skewmont flashes away from Razork, cease and desist, but Bloody has nothing. You just saw him miss air as Hansama gets the kill. Now Razork has to get out, but he's interrupted. G2 have switched on right when it counts.
G2 have just turned Fnatic off. This has been a stomp. They're like a 2-man army right now. There's nothing Fnatic can do to get past them.
It's a lane kingdom. I mean, this is what you want to see. And we've seen it a couple of games, this split from Caps, but seeing it right here at the very last one.
2 minutes now until the Rift Herald. Imagine resets are kind of where our push out into looking for resets for items and starting to shift people around the map is where G2 are going to be. And I think if I'm Fnatic, I want to start trying to make plays towards Caps. He still has a flash, which does make it tough. But when this Orianna enters into a side lane, that's where she's at her most vulnerable. But BB.
Flash, but the flashback is even better. Empress can't escape. Now he's got a 2v1. So well played from Broken Blade. And Skewmont is running the top side of the map too.
And Vladdy nearly died in mid lane as well with Caps in the 1v1.
Yeah.
Had to shuffle away.
Dredgeline comes in. I mean, the 2v2, what are they going to do there? Storm Surge Sivir. Doesn't really matter. Upset doesn't have a full item in his name. And or rather miss. Razork is going to start up the Herald, but Broken Blade is in position.
Reset on Caps in bot lane. He can TP into this play. G2 want to fight, they know us.
It's Keeper's verdict though. With a teleport coming for a flank, Fnatic need a miracle here. They find a pick and maybe that's it. Everything used in the kitchen sink on Skewmont, and down he goes for a shutdown. Broken Blade is found out with the TB from Empress, and some relief for the Fnatic fans and faithful as they minimize the gold a little bit.
At least there's something back with Rift Herald. Caps will continue to push on the bottom side. Won't get the tower, I believe, but put a big, decent dent in it. But that's what Fnatic needed. Again, G2 just a little separated on the play. Caps didn't get the reset, didn't get the TP. And Fnatic could collapse to try and find any way through the wall of G2 right now.
It went from 3k to 2.3, but Lebrov is going to solo take a mid turret as a support with Grubs. So it's back to 3,000 yet again. Not often do you see Lebrov, or rather a Bard. Broken Blade in ult range, but Razork doesn't have it. So
he's TP'ing out.
He's going to TP, he's going to get on out. Herald's going to charge up, but Caps has got full access to the bottom lane turret. This is, I mean, still a decent trade for G2. Remember, they got 2 turrets in total.
It's also the gold went to Razork, because Epiros wasn't in range for the plate gold, which doesn't really help out in the matchup, and sure helps out Razork a little bit, but Caps is getting solo gold.
Yep.
And if I wanted gold on anyone, it would not be the Vi in this comp.
Into Broken Blade, he's just nullified every time into this Poppy. You need to see Fnatic start using the tools. The Vi and Betsa combo in Europe end of last year was this sought after thing. In summer I'm talking about, this perfect pairing. We haven't seen it sync up yet. All we've seen is more stories to tell about G2. Wave denial, -1 cannon. Caps is at every scene of the crime for these turrets.
The reset's coming through for both of those top laners. TP's available to try and come through. Actually, it's not Broken Blade resetting. He's just going to sit on bot wave. Fnatic as a group.
Teleport. Oh! Caps! He's down 4 and the Tempered Fate follows up as well. Skewmont's ulti is another big circle. The wall presents itself, and in one fell swoop, the Rat Rebellion seems to be falling short, and instead, G2 just gets a perfect combination.
It was the Sleeping Beauty and the four dwarfs there. Like, I'll let you pick the names for them because I know what's in my head is they just wandered in, all four of them, to a shockwave in a bush. What did you expect?
Broken play, congratulations, but yeah, Fnatic, bit dumbfounded with the play. One fell swoop, and the dream run that Fnatic now had to carry across the finish line. Not only has been out of the woodwork for a while in this game, it now feels so far gone. Empros with the dream play. Teleport in the top side of our map. Empros has no ulti. He's got a Mega Blast Cone as Vladdy tries to take the wave and now sets up the Sun Tower, but G2 want to make the play against the wall. It's a nice setback, but again, Caps keeps him in place. Down, boy, down. Ulti comes through, but Caps buffers again. The best mid lane is going to drop down eventually as Empros gets the shutdown. Han Summer the next up as well. Razork finally finds him. Dredge line buffered, but Skewmond is better. Han Summer presses his buttons, and all it takes is Fnatic going in the dirt again to have your hands in Fnatic. I mean, it's so difficult now. Razork needs to show up or shut up. 6K, 5K, 4K, a steal of the gods here needed. Over the wall, will he go at 3, 2, 1, too late. Kurt Cole doesn't do too much, tempered fade onto Vladdy, and now Magical Journey taking in Empros. G2 is stacked up though. It's a shockwave again. That's the problem. Razork gets the ulti down, but it's too late. Han Summer keeps clearing up. He's the janitor of this game as G2 are on the warpath and Fnatic are in the grey screen.
G2 are marching down mid lane. There's 30-second death timers they won't be able to end, but they can certainly do some damage to the base of Fnatic.
Too true, that comment, too true. Being a Fnatic fan over the years, they're really getting a real look at it here today. The base in tatters, almost a 12K gold lead at 25 minutes in the game. It just shows you Lost Ratones fans will be crying into their pillows tonight because G2 have once again stepped up to the challenge and they are not going to start missing playoffs all of a sudden because there are new viewers.
But how many fans of G2 are going to breathe a sigh of relief? This G2 has not really been seen all split long. But once again, when the chips are down, when playoffs are on the line, when their hopes of LEC Versus are here, they keep going.
Dredge line is an opportunity. It's a good engagement. Skewmon has a circle of anti-death. Shockwave again. Caps again. Empros comes in late, but the GOAT of Europe stands in the way. Before the team of the people, there was the team of Europe, and it starts with G2 and will end with them as well. LEC Versus is over. Lost Ratones are done. They relied on the wrong damn team. And G2, right when they wanted to make playoffs, they said, yes, of course, we'll be there. We always are, and we always will be.